know what's bothering you in the world of sports. Give Murph a call at 312-644-6767. That's 312-644-6767.
Yep.
And tell him what's beefing you in the world of sports.
What's your beef?
What's Your Beef is brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
It tastes better. It's Murph. It's What's Your Beef? And you know what? Those two games last night, they both started at the same time, 6:07 and 6:10. And they both, at 8:47, here's what happened. You got my yellow pad here. CJ Zawoski. Hey, our great associate producer, Matt Von Peebles. I understand, Matt, that people can't wait for Friday for Tool of the Week. They're trying to tool me on beef. Is that right, Matt?
That's right, Murph. They're kind of jumping the gun here.
Well, that's okay. Evidently, not evidently, exactly what happened was, I apologize, I'm trying to watch two games simultaneously last night, and at 8:47 p.m., at the exact same moment, Matt Von Peebles, you can thank everyone for calling, at the exact moment that Fontenot was out at the plate was when the ground ball double play and the inning was being set up to end the Sox game. I didn't realize that a third walk had occurred. I apologize to our earlier caller. I thought Swisher was still at the plate on the 1-2-3 comeback, giddy up to end the inning, grounded into double play. Swisher walked, I guess. We know that for a fact because about 2,000 people have called you, right?
That's right, yeah. But I definitely encourage them to call back Friday and give
Oh,
me a call.
Thank you, because we're all eligible.
That's right.
Thank you, Matt. Great job. Let's get to the phone lines. Doesn't really matter, I guess, if there was two walks and a double play to end the game or three walks and a double play to end the game, but it was not Swish, it was Ozuna. Oh, man. And Ozuna, you get over to Browns, the better, okay?
That's no good.
I never said it was. All right, let's go to the beef line, see what you're beefing about. You won't beef when you get to Browns with those great Italian beefs. For lunch, it's Tom from Chicago Heights. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Murph, I got a major beef with professional baseball players who question why they get sent down to the minors when they're stinking up the joint.
Oh, for instance, now Rich Hill, did he really complain or he was just dubious? He couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's a combination of both. He has not been pitching good at all.
No. You know, when you walk the bases loaded, I guess like in the Sox game when I missed that third walk, those walks start coming in, it almost hypnotizes you. It must have hypnotized young Rich Hill, but you did not tool him up. I congratulate you. You made it as a broad beef about players getting sent down. That means you're a winner. You're going to go visit my friends at Browns. Hang on, Tom. Nicely done. Hook up my guy Tom from Chicago Heights. Send him over to Browns. He'll probably grab an Italian beef and an Italian sausage. And then he's going to say, hey, if I put them together, I call it a combo. Let's go back to the beef lines. And, hey, is there's Lonesome George and Skokie. Hey, how you feeling today, George?
Man, Mike, I'm almost as lonely as the White Sox third base coach. They need some runs.
Oh, Jeff Cox. They shaved him, I guess, back and front and up and down. I hope he didn't look like one of those blow-up dolls.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, is that disgusting. George, what's your beef?
Well, I think I got a little beef. I got a little beef with sports fans or sports writers who beef about the manager or coach. Mm-hmm. When the coaches or managers have a beef with an umpire, a sports writer, or a sports fan, maybe I'm an out-of-step Charlie, but except for Tom Landry, the old coach of the Dallas Cowboys, name me a manager or coach who's never gotten angry or never lost our temper.
Well, you're exactly right. I guess even Lou Piniella had some words with some of the fans in the stands at Cincinnati. You know what? I love the fact that sports is emotional, that everybody from the players and the managers and the fans and maybe even the guys on the radio and the reporters, hey, if there was no emotion involved, I don't think anybody would care. I love it all within boundaries, I guess you got to say, to be PC these days. I love it all, George.
And I don't have a beef with you.
Yeah, but Browns has the beefs, and I know you've been there before. Thanks, George.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it, buddy. We'll be right back to another round of phone calls. What's your beef? Shall return. Hey, the best place to get a great used car right now, Jack Phelan. Huge used car blowout. Hundreds of cars. They've slashed thousands of dollars. Used cars. You gotta see Jack.com. Back to the beefs right after this is the score.
Donovan, I've got your mom on the line, and she's got a major beef.
Oh, welcome back. It's Murph. What's your beef? Plenty to do between now and 2 o'clock. Glad you're along. My friends at Brown's remind you that lunchtime and beefs and Browns, oh, man, it all goes hand in hand. But they said, Murph, don't forget to remind everybody about the Jumbo Buffalo Wings. Like, are you kidding me, Browns? I talk about it every week for the last year or two. The brand new Jumbo Buffalo Wings at Brent. You like buffalo wings? You've never seen anything. You've never tasted. Bigger wings, bigger taste. They got 5 great flavors. And as I always say, the Jumbo Buffalo Wings are flying off the shelf at Brown's because they taste better. Let's get back to the phone lines. And Ron from Munster, Indiana. Hello, Ron.
How you doing, Murph?
Fine. What's your beef, buddy?
Okay, I think that actually the game was lost.
Which game? Cubs game?
Cubs, yes.
All right.
In the first inning on that error.
Yeah, you know
they
what?
scored 300 runs.
It was unbelievable, Ron. I'm glad you brought that up. Stay on the line with me, Ron. What happened was in the first inning, in fact, Ryan Dempster struck out 3 in the first inning and 3 in the second. He had 6 strikeouts through 2 innings. That first inning was unbelievable. When things are going bad, doesn't matter what you do. Strikes out Friel. Then there's an infield hit by Griffey, man on, 1 out. Phillips comes up, and he does a swinging bunt right down the line. You couldn't have rolled it out better. That's fine. That's a break of the game. First and second, 1 out. Now there's a ground ball double play to Fontenot at second base to his left. He's got to do the spin move. Would have been tough, 4-6-3, but you can probably double up Votto. He's not the fastest guy. He would have been out of the inning. Fontenot boots the ball. Bases loaded, 1 out. And then he walks in the run, a strikeout, a 2-run dunker, a little duck snort for a Hawk. I'm not crying. I'm just saying you can pitch your ass off and still give up 3 runs, right?
True.
You got it. Ron, good beef, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's bring up, man, there's so many beefs here.
Hey, Murph.
Jason Watsky. What, man? I'm busy.
What's your beef?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I thought you'd never get back. Rundowns.
Rundowns?
Rundowns. You know what? I remember about a week ago, Ozzy said in the paper, we don't practice rundowns. I don't like to practice rundowns. Says people, I couldn't believe it. Goes, in spring training, people can get hurt. Working on rundowns, you can get hit by the baseball, throwing it. Well, then use a rubber ball. Use a tennis ball. Or he says you can pull a hamstring. Working on rundowns. Let me tell you something. Even though the Sox did get the out last night, it happened again. It was a 7-6-3-4-1 double play. Way too many throws.
We said this before about the Sox. When they get someone in a rundown, they do not do it properly. The first throw is real long. You need to run him back to the bag that he just left, and it took 5 throws to get him there. The more times you throw the baseball in a rundown, you accentuate the chances and you extend those of messing up the play.
Sounds like Farmio was trying to win a trip to Browns. It tastes better. Good beef, Farmio. Let's go to Scott from Aurora. Hello, Scott.
Hey, Murph. How are you?
Fine, pal. What's your beef?
My beef is on the Bulls coaching search and decisions. The last time that I've ever seen a run-and-gun team in the NBA win a championship was back in the Lakers days with Magic, Byron Scott, and Worthy. And I don't think that the Bulls even come close to that, and that's why I get your thoughts on that.
But your beef is their coaching search. Are you implying that John Paxson's not searching properly? What are you saying?
He's searching for a Western, a Western style coach, out in the West, and over the years you've seen San Antonio and Detroit. They're not run and gun teams, so if you're going to win a championship, you got to find a coach who can play a half court style.
So I guess the question, Scott, I don't know the answer to this. Maybe you do. The question is John Paxson planning to build his Bulls roster for the next few years with run and gun?
And that's what my assumption is, and it's going to be another 4 years of failure if that's the way it's going to go.
All right, I like your angle. Hey, go visit my friends at Browns, okay, Scott?
Thanks, sir.
Out in Aurora. There's Browns everywhere. It's 50 Browns locations. The great thing about Browns, if you don't make it there today for lunch, the Italian beef, the Italian sausage, put them together. Frank Portillo, the president, loves the combo. Me, I love the Maxwell Street Polish. You can't even find Maxwell Street. They moved it. All the Browns locations, Maxwell Street Polish, with the yellow mustard, the grilled onions. That's the Chicago way. And the meatball sandwiches, 4 meatballs, marinara sauce, bloop, right there on Superfan Dan's tie. Let's go back to the phone. Oh, honey, I'm bringing home dinner tonight. No cooking for you. Brown's buttermilk battered chicken. Why don't you surprise your wife and the kids? Bring home dinner from Brown's. It tastes better. So easy. Make it easy on your wife. Gary's from Peru. Hello, Gary.
Hi, Murph. How you doing?
Fine, Gary. What's your beef?
Okay, Murph. My beef is with the poor and horrendous umpiring in Major League Baseball these days. These bad calls are costing teams a lot of games, and I think these guys make a lot of money. They don't seem to care if they're wrong with their game-changing calls.
Well, you know what? The umpiring has gone downhill, in my opinion, steadily since, unfortunately, I hate to say this, since they got their union about 30 years ago. I'm all for these guys getting a fair deal. They're making good money. I'm sure that the union's doing the correct thing. But they all of a sudden, over the years, and they had that little dust-up with the union. Remember they tried to decertify about 6-7 years ago. Things were real good for a few years after that. Now they got their whiskey muscles back, and they're arrogant, and they look like you said, like they don't give a damn.
No. Did you see Dale Scott after he blew that call in Toronto Sunday?
Well, you know what? I'm going to turn this one around on you, and I thought the radio and TV guys gave Dale Scott an unfair ride in one sense. He was, I thought, in the okay position. He was standing where he's supposed to. He was screened on the glove with the ball, tagging the runner on the knee. But the first base, third base, and the home plate ump could have, called the tag play. But more than that, all four of them, including Dale Scott, could have called the interference twice, once for the bump and once for the perhaps inadvertent but grab around the shoulder. The runner grabbed White Sox shortstop. So they were all wrong on blowing the interference. Three of them were wrong on not seeing the tag. I can't hold Scott for that one because he was screened. Maybe he could have moved quicker to his left or right. I think he could have, but no umps move quick anymore unless it's to the dinner bell, right?
Exactly right there, Murph.
Hey, where is Peru, Illinois?
Peru's right by Start Rock.
Of course, LaSalle, Peru, Ottawa. I love the whole area. Thank you very much. Say hi to Dale Bowman. He's probably fishing out there right now. Fred's from Zion on the score. Hello, Fred.
How you doing, Murph? My beef is with you, Murph. I mean, it's been 5 years now. They can't clear up that blurry picture.
Well, you know what? They used to have the blurry-ass, fuzzy picture. Now, I don't know. I've noticed recently, I thought it was a little better. Maybe it's simply, I finally got, of course, I need a second TV because I didn't see the third walk and everyone's correctly piling on me. I need two TVs. But is your TV still fuzzy on the U?
Oh, really? Real fuzzy.
Well, you know what'll make it feel better? A trip to Browns because it tastes better, okay?
Oh, thanks a lot.
Hang on, Fred. It won't be fuzzy, and it'll taste better. That should be Brown's new slogan. It ain't fuzzy, and it tastes better. Our final beefer of the day. Oh, come on. I'm sort of enjoying this segment. Oh, you're a tough crowd, Rodney. Sea-Dog says he's up in Gurney. Is that right, Doggy?
Yes, sir. How you doing today, Murph?
Good. Sea-Dog, what's your beef?
Oh, Murph, I could just run down there and choke the White Sox. You try to have, when a game-tying or game-winning situation, you have people that can't bunt like they did last week with Brian Anderson trying to bunt.
Oh, the suicide squeeze would have won the game.
Yes, and now we have a chance to tie the game with a guy that can bunt, and Pablo Ozuna, and they do not bunt. Why?
So you got a chance. This is very interesting. You will raise a good point. Sox down 1-0, bases loaded, 1 out. Instead of the ground ball back to the pitcher, double play to walk-off giddy-up, what you're saying is maybe Ozzie should have said, hey, let's go for it again. Suicide right now. Let's tie this baby up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, you also sometimes you try to tie at home. You try to win on the road. Oswaldo was probably saying, hey, let's get a base in, get a couple runs. We don't really want to tie here. Then it'd be 2 out, second and third.
You can't think like that, though, Murph. You have to lay down the bunt to tie the game. You can stay in the
game
for the tie.
Sea-Dog. I like it, Sea-Dog. Hey, Doggy, go visit my friends at Browns. I like your angle.
Hey, thanks, Murph.
Okay, hook up the Sea-Dog in Gurney. He's going to Browns for lunch and for dinner because it tastes better.
Thanks for participating in What's Your Beef. Join Murph